You see, the funny thing is, a lot of the things that you see online are not real. I mean, I already knew this, but now that I'm a part of this industry, I just have to point out how extremely shallow and vain we can be sometimes. I'll give you an example. I've been up since, it's 10 a.m. as I'm recording this video, right? But I've been up since about 6:30 and I've recorded everything else, right? For my morning routine. But I forgot to record myself while I was making my bed. I already made my bed. So because I forgot to do that, I had to mess my bed up again so I could get it on camera. I have become the very thing I used to preach again. And I don't know how to feel about that. I really don't know how to feel about that. Yes, I don't know if I'm a hypocrite. I mean, I'm probably a hypocrite now that I'm calling myself out on camera, right? That counts for something. I'm probably not a hypocrite for calling myself out on camera, right? That should count for something. It's just weird, all because of money. All of this for money. Anyways, that being said, welcome to 22 Young and Jobless. Is that what this segment is called? No, 22 Jobless and Nigerian in Canada. Episode 1. Yeah, that's it. That's what it's called. Yeah. So quite simply, I start the day off by making my bed. Right, it's not really hard. The alarm goes off, I roll out of bed, sometimes I drag myself out of bed, and then I arrange the bed. So the reason I arrange the bed is I like to come back to a made bed. If I haven't done anything else the entire day, coming back to a made bed makes me feel like at least I accomplished something. It gives me a sense of fulfillment, right? And I think it does that for everyone. I read Jordan Peterson's book, 24 Rules for Life. And the first rule is make your bed. And it's kind of interesting because you'd be shocked that the first thing to do to organize your life and put everything in its proper place is just to start from somewhere. It could be anywhere, but just start from somewhere, like just do something, right? Target a small space in your room and make it organized. And then that will give you the incentive to continue. So I started making my bed. I started doing it more judiciously. It was a habit I tried to start when I was probably like 14 or 15, but never consistent, right? So I do it for like a week and then maybe I would stop and then I would, again, this isn't going to be too difficult because I already recorded it before. I already did this before, right? So this is legit just me, just draping over what I'd already done. But back to what I was saying. So started this when I was like 15, right? But I would do it and then I would stop, I would do it and start and stop, just fits and starts. But then after I read the book, I read 12 Rules for Life when I was 19, I think. Yeah, about 3-4 years ago. And then it sort of clicked because at that point I was trying to organize a lot of things in my life. I don't want to lie now, maybe let's just say 19. So I was trying to organize a lot of things in my life and it felt like just starting from something and getting something done allowed me to see the possibilities of getting other things done. So waking up in the morning, I mean, at that time, when I read the book, I already started working out, started going to the gym already, and I had achieved some of my goals, but it wasn't a lifestyle, right? It was just something I had done, like started and done. But, you know, when I got to the point of focusing on, okay, arranging my bed, I started to look for more things that I could do on a consistent basis because just doing that just made me feel empowered. Like, okay, I've done this one thing. There's so much more I can do. And there is so much more you can do. I think we just sort of tell ourselves, we just like to believe that there's a limitation to what we can achieve. And then something as minuscule as making your bed is not as important. Right? It's okay, why should you make your bed? Well, because it puts your room in order. It gives some semblance of structure to all the chaos you have going on. So how does that affect you in terms of maybe getting a job or maybe getting the bag? It probably doesn't in the short term. What it does for your mindset in the long term is that it puts you in a place where you can start to think, okay, if I can make my bed and I can keep my room clean and I can keep my clothes clean, I can keep my space organized, then there's the possibility for so much more. And that is the point. You're not making your bed just for making your bed. You're making your bed because of the possibilities it opens up, the wonders that lurk behind the process of you making your bed. And those things exist, right? And this is probably, maybe I'm being a tad bit hyperbolic as to maybe euphemistic, right? Because this isn't so crazy, but it shouldn't be that crazy. But the mindset shift is just insane. It's actually insane, right? So that is it. My already made bed, made again, so you guys can watch it. I hope this was fun. I hope you enjoyed the little TED Talk. On to the next morning routine activity, which is after this, I just go read my Bible, which is very personal. So I don't think there's going to be a video of me reading my Bible and praying. Very private. Not comfortable sharing that yet. We'll find out if I ever get comfortable sharing that. But yeah, the next thing I like to do is just read a book. The big question is, and will always continue to be, what do you do when your life is descending into chaos and there's no pathway forward? How do you find the path to salvation when all roads seem to lead to hell? It's such a complex question. It's one that requires brooding, deep thought, analysis. In my experience, I found that you find the smallest unit of chaos that you're able to confront and you face it. And you aim to transition that chaos into good and eventually the very good. You aim to bring something positive out of it, out of the smallest thing that you're able to confront with confidence, right? That offers you challenge, but at the same time offers you hope. If I can put this thing in its proper place, it answers the question, if I can put this thing in its proper place, then my life might just start to look up. That's what it means to make your bed. It's a very interesting introduction to this vlog. Making your bed, starting your life, confronting the chaos that makes itself so evident in our lives. It demands to be known. It demands to be heard. You know, making your bed is more than just a tidy room. It's about starting your day with a win. You know, you roll out of bed. You're able to see something that is out of order because you have intermeddled with it over the night, right? And I'm using very interesting phraseology today to try and beautify the descriptions, but bear with me. You intermeddle because you intermeddled with it. And so as a result of your sleep throughout the night, the progression, it's messed up. You wake up, you confront that chaos, and you aim to put it in its proper place. It's about proving to yourself that you have the capacity to put everything else in your life in order by starting with the smallest thing, the easiest thing that you could possibly confront at the beginning of the day. It's about breaking the hard things into little steps. This vlog is going to be about growth. I'm going to talk about everything, but it's always going to be geared towards growth. It's going to be about growth physically, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. We're trying to build a holistic individual, someone that's complete. It's not lacking anything. And then all that starts, the irony is all that starts with making your bed. That's the shocking thing. It starts with, making your bed is a metaphor for it. It can be applied in actuality, but it starts by confronting the chaos in your life, the smallest unit of chaos that you're able to confront with confidence. And then it transitions from there. It's the little steps we take every day that lead to the big changes we want to see in our lives. All that starts with making your bed. It's crazy. As a young man trying to make my way in the world, I know what it feels like to dream big, to face obstacles at every turn, to feel yourself slip away as you're pulled further into a depth that you cannot reckon with. You can't seem to understand what's going on. Life just seems to get away from you. And I understand that because I have intertwined with that suffering. I've come to know it and still getting to know it. Now, this isn't just about me though. None of this is about me. Although I will be the subject that we will be dissecting more often than not. But it's about us. It's about everyone who comes to this channel, comes to this platform, looking for an example of an individual trying to go through their suffering with grace and sharing an honest perspective
of what it is that they've learned, what they are learning, and the mistakes they've made. It's about the young men trying to lead better lives, build stronger faith, grow in leadership. The people trying to thrive in relationships. The people who are trying to become total men, complete men, holistic individuals. That's what this is about. And I'm just going to be the subject. I'm going to be the guinea pig that we are going to be experimenting on. But this isn't about me. This isn't about me. And too many of us don't have a role model who will speak directly to our struggles. Beyond that, there's no one to really demonstrate their suffering, to typify it, to exemplify the steps you need to go through in order to come out on top. Everything is hidden. Everything is just plastered over behind a vain smile and quirky, intelligent captions. You go to school, you're able to speak, you're able to come up with a good pun here and there, and all of a sudden you're a public speaker without really reckoning with the suffering of other individuals. Everything is shallow and lacks depth. And when you start your day with intention, with something simple as making your bed, when you confront that chaos, any chaos that you're able to lay your hands on, the smallest units of chaos that you can confidently confront, then you're setting the tone for success. And that's what this channel is about. It's about laying the foundation for the life you want, for the life, I was about to say deserve, but you only deserve it insofar as you're willing to sacrifice for it. So I guess the life you're willing to sacrifice for, your ideal, the thing you've imagined in your mind. This channel is supposed to lay the foundation for all of that. Over the next few months, I'm going to be talking about a bunch of things. I'm going to tackle fitness. I'm going to tackle faith, leadership, and relationships. Things I've struggled with, things I'm still struggling with, things I've worked on, things that I think I've sorted. We'll find out. But the only thing that matters most is building a better version of myself, a better version of ourselves. And that's the buy-in into all of this. That's what I'm trying to sell you. Just a better version of who you are, a more competent individual, someone able to confront the evil in front of them. Over the past 18 months, I've been on a journey. I've had to transition from Nigeria, move to Canada. I've had to go through that by myself. I've had to leave my family. And they've been highs, they've been lows, I think 2024 was a year of humility because a lot of things didn't go the way I expected it to go. And I had to learn that suffering can make a man. Suffering can make a man. In the midst of that suffering, I'm grateful to God because I was able to get a master's degree as well. I was able to set up a new system of friends, people, a new support system that would push me onwards in terms of the things I wanted to achieve, the things I still want to achieve. But my God, suffering can make a man. And there's chaos everywhere. It's evident in our lives. It presents itself in the most superfluous ways, but it's there. And it comes at times that we're not expecting. We hope it doesn't show up, but it does. And it's the little things that prepare us for those difficult moments. It's those little things that we've been doing in secret, we've been preparing for, that prepare us for those difficult moments. And I think I've had to survive in a new country, but I've also had the opportunity to grow. That's why this channel can't just be for me. It can't just be about me. It's about all of us. It's about all the things that we're going through individually. This is a place that we're going to come and share that, discuss it, find ways to overcome that suffering. This is a place where you're going to learn how to take the first step in making your bed. The first step in confronting the chaos in your life. Remember, success doesn't happen overnight. This is not going to be an easy journey. I'm not promising I'm going to wave a magic wand and you're going to get it and I'm going to get it and this is going to be easy. But the change is going to come as a result of the seemingly superfluous things of life, the little things that we do. And it's about consistently doing the right actions, taking the right steps that is going to bring about the reformation that we all desire. So if you're ready to grow, if you're ready to build, if you're ready to forge the pathway forward, hit that subscribe button, like right now. Like, do it now. Have you done it? I don't think you did it. Do it. Hit the subscribe button and share, because this journey is just getting started. My journey, your journey, and we're going to go through everything here. We're going to experience emotions, and it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be fun. I want to know. Let me know in the comments what habit you guys are committing to changing this week. What is it you're going to confront? What's the chaos that you're going to draw order out of? So I'm excited. I really am. And there are lots of things I want to share. I'm looking forward to sharing that over the next coming weeks, months, years, however long this goes on, but this is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to doing it with you guys. Stay safe.